Brendan Melby alongside Xavier Knott here for the Carmel Greyhounds versus the North Central Panthers homecoming game. It's been a wonderful and exciting week leading up to tonight. Tell us a little bit about it, Xavier.
It's been hype at school all week. We've been celebrating. We're ready for homecoming. The Hounds are ready to avenge themselves after losing homecoming last year.
Absolutely, Xavier. The students' pride for the school and the team has been fabulous throughout the week, as they're showing it already with a packed student section with still a little bit of time before kickoff. But until then, we're going to send it over to a quick commercial break and then send it over to Connell McDonough and Simon Kahn for your guys' pregame show.
Hello and welcome to the CHTV pregame show. I'm Simon Kahn, and alongside me is my co-host, Connell McDonough. Tonight is the homecoming football game between the Carmel Greyhounds and the North Central Panthers. This is going to be a really good one. Fans here wearing their blue and gold. So without further ado, Connell, let's get right into this one.
Yeah, I mean, the main thing you mentioned is the fans. I'm sure you guys at home hear this fan noise right now in this crowd, because they are loud. I mean, I'm sure you guys have heard that. This is a loud game for homecoming. The fans are ready to support, but in terms of getting into the actual game, what do you have for us on Coellner?
Yeah, Anthony Coellner has been the quarterback of this team all season long, and he has been absolutely crushing it. Last game, he threw for 178 yards and 3 touchdowns. Just pure domination. He made the right throws and right moves at all times. Only 2 incompletions on the entire game. Very, very good game from Coellner so far.
Yeah, I mean, the people that he's going to make it easy. I mean, you have Carson Clark, the sophomore, 4 receptions, 120 yards, and a touchdown. And the main guy, Jake Bellin, 4 receptions, 101 yards, and a touchdown last game. Jake Bellin has been the main guy for Coellner throughout the season. What more do you have on him?
Yeah, Jake Bellin, every single year, he has been Anthony Coellner's main guy through every single season he's been here. Coellner's been starting for 3 years, and Bellin's been there right with him. Those two are a duo that the Panthers need to be afraid of tonight.
Yeah, speaking of a duo, you have this running back duo in Aiden Johnson and Andrew Pemberton. Johnson, 8 rushes, 90 yards and a touchdown. Pemberton, 9 rushes, 89 yards and 2 touchdowns last game. So this rushing attack really gets the job done, which is good for this Carmel offense, being able to run and pass, even though they are a run-heavy offense.
Yeah, I mean, last week they had 298 rushing yards, and they have just absolutely been killing it on the ground so far this season.
Yeah, but that's all the time we have for you guys. I'm Connell McDonough, alongside me Simon Kahn, and we are sending it to a commercial break.
One city, one school, one shared purpose. We are Carmel High School.
Nestled in the center of the Arts and Design District, Carmel High School students are introduced to incredible learning opportunities in and out of the classroom. With a multi-layered curriculum focusing on the whole student, we cater to each individual's educational needs. Our diverse student population can find their passion and realize their potential.
I am Carmel High School.
I am Carmel High School.
I am Carmel High School.
And with over 150 clubs, everyone can find their niche.
I am Carmel High School.
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 Our award-winning marching band has over 4 BOA national championships, and with over 10 choirs you can find.
Next year at IU, I'll be studying social media marketing.
Next year, I'm studying human biology at Cornell.
Next year, I'm studying law and society at Purdue University.
I am Carmel High School.
I am Carmel High School.
I am Carmel High School.
Earning the name City of Champions. Carmel High School has a long-standing tradition of success, with more athletic state championships than any other school in the state of Indiana, and the longest winning streak in the nation. Carmel continues to develop exceptional athletes.
I'm on a full-ride scholarship to Boston University.
I am Carmel High School.
I am Carmel High School.
I am Carmel High School.
With over 47 languages spoken by our student body, we are as inclusive as we are diverse.
I am Carmel High School.
I am Carmel High School.
I am Carmel High School.
Carmel High School has many proud traditions, and we share a common purpose. Because at Carmel High School, you can explore opportunities, experience excellence, and realize your potential.
We are Carmel High School. And together we achieve.
I'm Brendan Melby back with Xavier Knott here tonight. I mean, the main talk of tonight is this Greyhounds offense. They've been putting up an insane amount of points every single week. Will the Greyhounds offense be able to keep it up with Anthony Coellner, the senior quarterback, leading the offense? Jake Bellin, his main target, leading the team in touchdowns and receptions.
Yeah, you got to think the Hounds offense is going to score a lot of points tonight. They're averaging 43 on the season, and in 15 of their last 17 possessions at home, they've scored touchdowns. Those only 2 non-touchdowns were kneel downs at the end of the half.
I mean, this Greyhounds offense is so deep. The Panthers are going to have a tough time stopping them with, as I mentioned, Jake Bellin, but there's other weapons to worry about, as there's Spencer Sell, Dominic Shockley. Those are the 3 main wide receivers right there, but we've seen some backups. We've seen some younger guys who could do it just as well. Carson Clark, one of them, the main wide receiver for the Greyhounds, only a sophomore, and we've seen him get a couple touchdowns this season already.
Yeah, the Greyhounds certainly have a very deep offense, and they really love to score touchdowns. Like we said earlier, they are 12 of 13 on 4th down this season. They do not want to settle for field goals. They want to get touchdowns.
Expect the Greyhounds offense to be dominant tonight. But anyways, let's get back into the student section, because I was not lying earlier when I said that it was packed. Right now, we are seeing that students are struggling to get into the student section and even fit. It looks like it's about packed right now.
Yeah, it does not appear there's any more room in that student section. Not sure where the rest of the students are going to go, but they're certainly here ready to enjoy this game.
So the North Central Panthers will receive the opening kickoff, as is Matthew Obermeyer, ready to start the game with his boot. We talk about time and time again, Matthew Obermeyer typically launches these kickoffs into the back of the end zone, as this one is off to the left into the end zone as per usual. So the Panthers will start with the ball on the 20-yard line.
Yeah, and the North Central's coming off a win against Harrison, 41-28. Get a lot of yards through the air, not a ton through the ground. Sophomore quarterback Chase Grove leads this offense.
North Central has been kind of known for not having the best football program, not always a great team, but this year they got a couple wins, won the first game, and then won in that previous week, so they're looking to have a different season, a little bit better this time, as Chase Grove is the quarterback, takes a snap, hands it off. He's running down the left side. That is running back Zion Murphy, who got 0 carries last game. I'm unaware if he was hurt. We were trying to find that information earlier. But the Panthers sideline, they were not giving us that information, so they're keeping that a little private, what's going on about Murphy. But he does have a brace on the left knee, so he might be dealing with a little issues.
Yeah, Brendan, like you were saying, North Central struggled in the past years, but head coach Colin Kofer has got them right this season. First win since 2021.
This one handed off again to Murphy. And the ball might be out. The Greyhounds think they recovered a fumble. And the refs give it to the Greyhounds. An early fumble. Zion Murphy on the second play of the game drops the ball, and the Greyhounds recover the fumble. So a strong start for the Greyhounds.
Boy, an early turnover. Carmel's going to get the ball 40 seconds into the game after not even starting with it. A brutal start to the game for North Central.
Absolutely not how you want to start a game if you are North Central. But the Greyhounds, on the other hand, feeling the homecoming energy early, as the student section was fired up after that one, as the offense is trying to go a little bit off the defense's momentum here. should be pretty easy considering they are starting at the 25-yard line. Already in scoring territory. Coellner takes a snap, fakes a handoff, throws it to his left side. That's Sell with the reception as he's taken down shy of the first down. As this will bring up 2nd and 1 for the Greyhounds, as they're moving quick as they typically do on the first drive. This time it's handed off to Johnson. Johnson able to get the first down and some, but then taken down by multiple Panthers.
Yeah, this really is Carmel is not afraid to run or throw the ball. Coellner 992 yards through the air, multiple running back, multiple people over 200 yards, and 5 touchdowns.
Coellner takes a snap, hands it off to Johnson once again, who tries to run up the middle but is stopped short. Not too much of a gain there. Might have even lost yards on that one. Yeah, and it is a loss of 1. So this brings up 2nd and 11 for the Greyhounds. As Coellner takes a snap, pitches it to Johnson on his right side. Johnson trying to run down the right sideline. Taken down for a short gain once again. North Central's rush defense is looking pretty strong.
Yeah, 3 runs for Carmel, 3 pretty short and minimal gains so far. You'd really like if North Central would really love to start this game off, even though they turn it over with a stop and force Carmel to kick.
No running back in the backfield as Coellner throws to his left side, this time to Sell. Sell is able to get into the end zone and score. Good start for the Good start to the game for the Greyhounds, as that is a Spencer Sell touchdown off a little screen pass thrown by Anthony Coellner.
Yeah, a quick little screen pass out to Sell on the left side. Dodges a couple defender, got a solid block into the end zone for the first score of the game tonight.
Sell happy about that one as he celebrates with his teammates as he runs down to the sideline. Matthew Obermeyer set for the extra point as he boots this one up. And it's good. So the Greyhounds lead 7-0 early into this game.
Yeah, North Central came out, second play of the game, fumbled the ball. The entire Carmel defense looked like they knew that ball definitely came out and was recovered by them. Almost all of them were pointing the opposite direction. And then the Spencer Sell screen pass for the touchdown. Carmel up 7 with 9:52 in the first quarter.
As you mentioned, Xavier, North Central hired a new coach this past season, Colin Cofer, trying to change things a little bit for the North Central football program. Kind of reminds me of the Greyhounds football team, who has a new coach, Coach Kevin Wright, who actually coached in previous years for the Greyhounds, but he is back this year and already changed this Greyhounds football team, who fell 3-7 last year, but they already have more wins, being 4-1.
Yeah, Kevin Wright certainly does not like to lose. Under Kevin Wright, Carmel has won 14 straight home games. That goes back to his first stint last in 2014.
Obermeyer kicks this one off to the left as North Central's receiving team lets that one go. That was Jalen Amos, the returner. So yet another touchback. The Panthers will start their drive at the 20-yard line, trying to have a better drive than the previous one. And the Greyhound student section already starting Let's Go Carmel chants, firing up their defense if they weren't fired up enough already.
Yeah, and it kind of looks like to me students might be sitting in the stairwell up. That's how crowded it is. I don't think there's any room left.
Definitely more people than seats available in that student section. As Grove looks to throw downfield, that one a little bit overthrown. The target was Brooks, the sophomore wide receiver. Grove typically not nervous to throw the ball downfield, considering that is typically what their offense is ran off of.
Yeah, Grove was 20 for 24 with 266 and 4 touchdowns in their win against Harrison last week. Certainly capable. of dicing up defenses.
Grove throws off to his left side. That ball is caught. Number 6, Demetrius Averite. That is typically his main target. As Averite had 111 yards in the previous game, and he's averaging 67 yards per game. So Grove has Demetrius' brother to John Averite on his left hip as he fakes a handoff to him and throws back to Averite.
And those are almost identical plays, a little different, but same in the corner on the left side, right at the first down line. Quick pass out to Averite both times for a first down. Actually, that one was only for 8.
So 2nd and 2 for the Panthers, as it is still Grove and John Averite in the backfield. Grove takes a snap, hands it off to Averite this time, who is taken down by multiple Greyhounds. He was initially wrapped up by Will Massey, who leads the Greyhounds in tackles, as he got some extra help by Isaac Nelson, the safety committed to Wake Forest, to help finish that tackle off. So this brings up 3rd down, 3rd and 2. The Greyhound student section hyped up, getting loud, trying to cause disruption to this Panthers offense. Grove takes a snap, looks to throw to his left, which he does to Averite, who is able to barely get the first down on the short pass as Averite ran up the left side.
Yeah, and that pass was to complete to the other Averite, to John Averite, the sophomore running back. First down, North Central, 1st and 10 at their own 42.
Averite brothers trying to prove that height does not matter, as to John, a running back standing at 5'7", not tall at all, but that's not as much of a problem for a running back, as his brother Demetrius Averite, the wide receiver, is only 5'6", so it's incredible what he could do at that height. As Grove takes his snap, throws up to Averite, who is tackled for about a 4 or 5 yard gain.
Only North Central's completions have all gone to one of the Averites so far tonight. 3 to Demetrius and 1 to Tejon.
Just about to say, get used to us saying the last name Averite, considering Grove loves looking at Demetrius Averite and then handing it off to his brother, to John Averite. But this time it is running back Jalen Amos in the backfield for North Central as Grove takes a snap. He's looking to throw as he is pressured by the Greyhounds. Grove tries to run it, but that was a gain of nothing. As good quarterback pressure by the Greyhounds line, that was a loss of 3 yards.
Yeah, and Grove was pressured almost immediately. Was lucky to escape there without a sack and further loss, but still had a loss on the play of 3. 3rd and 10 at the 42 of North Central.
Greyhounds trying to get a stop on this 3rd down as they failed on the last set of downs on the 3rd and 2. This time 3rd and 10. Grove looking to throw to his right as that is deflected by the sophomore Drake Coellner. Good defense there preventing the first down. Drake Coellner, an unbelievable player for the Greyhounds team, only being a sophomore as he already has 2 Division I offers.
Yeah, well actually, Brendan, just this week, Coellner gained more Division I offers, got one from Texas A&M. Really solid player for the Carmel defense.
I was unaware of that until now. The offers just keep on raining in for Drake Coellner. Just shows how good of a player he is, as this ball is returned by the Greyhounds. Taken down the right side. Bellin has some room to run as he cuts up towards the middle, and he is going to score off the punt. Jake Bellin, unbelievable punt return for a Carmel Greyhounds touchdown.
Well, and that was a short punt to begin with. Bellin caught it, dodged a tackle, ran up the right sideline, cut back, had one man to beat the punter. No chance that punter's catching him. Jake Bellin with, I believe, the first punt or kick return touchdown of the season for the Hounds. Pending Obermeyer's kick. 13-0 Hounds, 7:43 to go in the first quarter.
Although that is the first touchdown off the first special teams touchdown, Bellin does have those sneaky big plays. Oh no, there's a flag before the snap on the extra point. But we saw against Columbus North, Bellin got a short catch. It was almost like a screen pass as he was wrapped up at the line of scrimmage, but was able to run down the right side and score. That one reminded me a little bit of that, as there was multiple Panthers around him when he received that ball, but he was able to find the hole he needed to hit and score all the way from the other side of the field. Obermeyer lines up his extra point. And no problem for Obermeyer considering the false start, but he drills that one, extending the Greyhounds lead 14-0.
Yeah, now you want to start the game for North Central. This is a lot of teams that come into Carmel Stadium don't often start the game well against the Hounds. A turnover gave Carmel a short field at the 25-yard line. Spencer Sell touchdown, and then gained one first down, and then had to punt, and a Jake Bellin punt return touchdown puts the Hounds up 14-0 early.
We typically see when the Greyhounds get up big, they take full control, give the other team no hope in coming back. So if the Panthers are going to want to stay in this game, they're going to need to turn things around right now. As the Panthers offense has struggled a little bit, only the second play of the game when they fumbled that ball, and then on the last drive, turnover on downs, and then punted it to Jake Bellin, who was able to score.
Yeah, and I believe this is the first game that we are having graphics on the screen, such as the scoreboard we have up right now. Really good broadcasting station we have here at Carmel. We have lots of help and lots of solid staff members.
Speaking of which, that almost ended badly as that football was kicked so far. That almost came into our 10 and hit our TriCaster, but fortunately the gate's blocking it. But yeah, I mean, the graphics, absolutely great. We now have the scoreboard up. That reads 14-0, so especially better to look at scoreboard when the Greyhounds are up.
Yeah, that would not have been good if that football hit the TriCaster. That hasn't always been reliable in working, but been pretty good so far, knock on wood.
It's been good this year, so should have a great rest of the broadcast planned for you guys. Grove takes the snap, pitches it forward to Averitt, who is pushed out of bounds down the right side. He shoveled that one forward to Demetrius Averitt.
Well, in the past 19 games that these teams have met, which they have met since 1966 every season, it has been owned by Carmel in the last 19. The Hounds have won 18 of the last 19 games. North Central has not had a very good time against the Hounds in recent years.
Greyhounds trying to keep that strong record as Panthers are trying to get a little damage control, because, I mean, 18-1 in the past 19 years is not good, as the Greyhounds believe there's another fumble recovered by them, but the refs call them down. So this brings up 3rd and 8 for the North Central Panthers.
Well, it's like the domino effect. Once one player starts pointing that it's their ball and they think they have it, the rest of the defense is going to start pointing. It doesn't necessarily always mean that they have the ball.
We've seen that a few times this season already. I mean, on that first drive, I thought it was a little boy who cried wolf, as they always point down to the side, but that time they actually got that one on that down. They did not. So Grove trying to make something happen on 3rd and 8 as he's looking to throw, as he's pressured, throws it deep downfield. No one near that ball as he was just trying to get rid of it as he was pressured by the Greyhounds' number 54, Drew Jones.
Yeah, 3 and out for North Central. Grove was quickly under pressure. Look, he was just trying to make something happen, overthrew anybody in the area, and North Central's going to have to punt again. And, hoping that, well, certainly North Central's hoping that it's not another punt return from Jake Bellin.
For sure, he's a threat. As you're seeing him standing at midfield expecting another short punt. Man, he is up there. As the punt is almost blocked by Bathurst. Bellin returns it. He's looking to run as he runs up the middle. Has some room, but is eventually pushed out of bounds on the left sideline. Another good return there, though.
I thought Bathurst was going to come in and absolutely block that punt. It looked like he might have been an inch away from blocking that. And if the field was just about 2 yards wider, Bellin might have been able to get the angle to return yet another one. But it looks like he's pushed out of bounds at the 24-yard line.
Special teams certainly look strong for the Greyhounds tonight. So there's still 6 minutes and 42 seconds remaining in the first quarter. The Greyhounds, so many big things already.
First and 10 for Carmel at the North Central 24. 6:42 to go in the first quarter.
Coellner takes a snap, fakes a handoff to Pemberton. He's going to keep it for himself as he runs down the left side into the end zone on the first play of the drive. Coellner hits a little celebration looking down towards our tent as he extends the Greyhounds' lead 20-0.
Well, and he faked out almost the entire North Central defense. Walked ultimately almost completely untouched into that end zone. Looks like we might be in for another running clock game in the second half. Pending the Obermeyer kick, once again, it could be 21-0.
Greyhounds have had a lot of blowouts this year. This one trending to be another one. Panthers gonna need to flip the switch. As the kick is good, so the Greyhounds lead 21-0 on the homecoming game. Gotta love it for all the students that showed out for the game. Still packed. I mean, they might have had a few more people squeeze in there, but they are still just lined up along the ramp, along the stairwell.
Well, and North Central's not a very far drive, and for an away game in high school, they brought a decent student section, but you have to wonder how much longer those students are going to stick around for this game, which is already 21-0. There's only 6:36 left in the first quarter.
I respect it. Looks like the students on the away side are having a little jersey theme as the Greyhounds homecoming tradition, blue and gold, as you're seeing it throughout the entire student section. I mean, blue shirts, gold hats, people's body painted blue and yellow.
Blue and gold striped overalls, or
fans certainly showed out.
And the student section is not even opened up to max capacity. About the top 5 rows still closed off due to construction happening here at Carmel Stadium.
A bad season for it to happen, with this being one of the Greyhounds' best seasons in a long time. So now all the students are showing out. I mean, this is the best I've seen the student section in my time at Carmel High School.
Yeah, unfortunately, our previous 2 years here at Carmel High School have not exactly been the best years of Carmel football, but they have already rebounded with more wins than they had last year. 4-1, blown every team out they've played by 25 or more. And the only loss was at Trinity, who's a very, very good team from Kentucky.
It was just about getting to that one loss, number 1 team in Kentucky. So the Greyhounds have no one tougher on the schedule, the Greyhounds might win the rest of their regular season games. As there's a flag on the play, on the reception by the Panthers, which possibly was a first down depending on what the flag is.
Yeah, first catch by a non-Averite brother today. Looks like that was number 83, Jordan Jones, the junior wide receiver, pending this penalty flag call. And it looks like it will be on North Central. Illegal man downfield, I believe.
So the Panthers moving back after starting on the 20-yard line. So this now brings up 1st and 15 on the 15-yard line for the North Central Panthers. Grove throws to his left side. Another flag on the play. This one might be a late hit on the Greyhounds. As there's some trash talk, the ref trying to break up a little scuffle. Bathurst pushes a man on North Central as I believe he took his towel. The ref sends Bathurst off the field, I believe, just for this play. Bathurst is not happy about whatever just happened. Bathurst trying to hype the crowd up as there are some boos from the student section. Bathurst got his towel pulled, was not happy, but North Central is going to get some yards out of this.
It looks like some sort of penalty was called on Bathurst. It looks like it's going to give North Central a free first down. That is a lot of penalty yards gained.
Wow.
In one play.
They are moving the ball forward. Greyhound student section still keeping it respectful, just being loud with their Let's Go Carmel chants. But the penalty is going to stay. So the Panthers, I mean, this is their biggest drive all night. They are now down at the 41-yard line for 1st and 10.
Already the farthest down the field they've made it so far.
Grove takes a snap, fakes a handoff, throws it deep down the left side. Incomplete. Good defense there by the Greyhounds.
Yeah, clean coverage. Looked like the ball might have been thrown a little too far out of bounds. Incomplete for North Central, 2nd and 10.
Grove took a shot on that one to Brooks, a sophomore wide receiver again, the intended target, who got his right hand on that. I was looking to see if he was going to bring that ball in. Yeah, I think he has feet in bounds down the sideline, but good defense there. So brings up 2nd and 10 for North Central. Grove is back there with Zion Murphy on his right hip, who takes a handoff, is stopped short a couple yards past the line of scrimmage. This will bring up another 3rd down, 3rd and 9. The Greyhounds trying to force another punt. Grove trying to get a first down on his own.
Yeah, North Central's already been in a lot of 3rd and longs. Not where you want to be. You want to get yourself a couple yards, 1st and 2nd down, and be in short 3rd down situations. 3rd and 9 against this Carmel defense is not a particularly fun place to be.
Murphy on Grove's left hip. As Grove takes a snap, he's looking to throw. He rolls out to the left side, makes a throw, which is incomplete. I'm not sure if he would have been in bounds, but it does not matter because it is Averite who's unable to bring the ball in. So the Panthers are going to need to punt yet again.
Yeah, once again, Carmel brought a ton of pressure on Grove. Had to go sprint out of the pocket through a pretty heated pass out to Averite, but just too low and too far wide for him to haul in. North Central going to have to punt once again. Bellin not too far off, not very far back from this punt. Doesn't look like he's expecting a big boom of a punt.
As fouls the punter. This one looked a little better as Bellin is forced to fair catch it.
And this is the first time we're going to see this Carmel offense take the field on their side of the field. Looks like they're going to start at their own 34-yard line, which is somehow their worst starting field position of the night. They had the fumble, return punt for a touchdown, and another good return that got them all the way into the red zone.
We talked about the offense before the opening kickoff, but we haven't even seen a whole lot of it as Pemberton is on Coellner's left hip, who's yet to get a carry. But Coellner fakes it to Pemberton. He keeps it for himself once again, like that previous Greyhounds offense play that got them the touchdown. Coellner able to get some yards on that one, brings up 2nd and 2. So yeah, Pemberton averaging 97 yards, 97 rushing yards per game, almost 100 yards. I mean, he's a serious player, especially considering he's splitting carries with Aiden Johnson. So we're still yet to see a carry from him as Coellner looks to throw. Spencer Sell brings that one in for the first down. Spencer Sell already a few catches tonight. Coellner throws again to Sell. Sell was not ready for that ball. He had his head turned away from Coellner as Coellner tried to fire one in there.
Yeah, that's Coellner's first incomplete pass of the night. Really, Carmel's only miscue of the game so far.
Yeah,
but,
looks
still 2nd and 10.
Looks like the Greyhounds won't have a completely flawless game. So the Greyhounds moving around before the snap. Pemberton takes his first handoff as he's trying to find some room to run. So he got about 4 yards on that one. I mean, he was scrambling around in the backfield trying to find a hole, unable to get one, but still able to get a few yards out of it. As it brings up 3rd and 5, the Greyhounds not huddling, trying to snap it quickly as the ref is holding them. So Coellner takes a snap, fakes a handoff, throws to his right side. This ball is caught by Aleem Brodnox, the sophomore wide receiver, able to get the first down.
Yeah, Brodnox had a, I believe, 70-yard touchdown reception on a little slant against Centerville and multiple catches against Columbus North last week. One of those young wide receivers on this very deep Carmel wide receiver core.
Coellner, a designed quarterback run, just shy of the first down. Gets 9 yards on that one, brings up 2nd and 1. The Greyhounds back in scoring territory at the 25-yard line. Coellner takes a snap, hands it off to Pemberton once again, who's trying to run up the right side. Taken down by a few Panthers.
Looks like he might have been, he got the first down.
But he's able to get the first down. Pemberton does his job, keeps the chains moving for the Greyhounds. The Greyhounds offense looking to the sideline, trying to figure out the play. As the receivers out there are Spencer Sell, Carson Clark, Jake Bellin. Such a strong receiving core. As the tight end as well, Ben Deasing, who's been being involved in this offense a little more. Coellner throws to Sell once again, who jukes a couple defenders and is able to score. Spencer Sell have a night. That's already his 2nd touchdown. That one, fun to watch.
Sell put a nice little stutter step on defensive back number 8, Jaden Wakefield for North Central. Made multiple guys miss and just walked into the end zone for his 2nd touchdown of the night. 4th already in this first quarter for Carmel. And already the 4th time we said this, pending the Obermeyer kick. Could be 28-0 Carmel.
Jackson Treadway, the junior backup quarterback, is the holder, as he does a good job there, as well as Obermeyer. Ooh, the kick is good, so the Greyhounds 28, North Central still at 0. Still the first quarter as well. I mean, the Greyhounds have had some big wins, but this is their most dominant first quarter this season.
Yeah, they had, I believe 35 at half against Columbus North, 28 at half against Centerville, and we've got 28 in the first quarter with still 3 minutes and 26 seconds to go. And it does not appear that North Central is going to be able to move that ball down the field without any big plays yet.
Talked about the Greyhounds offense, but we got to give major props to the defense as well. I mean, getting the offense already tonight in good position to start every single one of their drives, as the special teams got a touchdown as well. Jake Bellin on the punt return. But the defense has been a big part of the Greyhound success this season, led by Dane Bathurst, who transferred from a high school in Florida, who's now playing for the Carmel Greyhounds for his final senior season. He is committed to Duke University. As we talked about, there's some other guys. Will Massey leads the team in tackles. Drake Coellner, only a sophomore. As the Greyhounds, weird kickoff there. Might have been what they tried to do against Columbus North, where it was a little squibbish, and the Greyhounds received it this time unsuccessful.
Yeah, the North Central players a little smarter than Columbus North was last week. Looks like none of their players knew that you don't have to touch the ball on a kickoff for the other team to recover it, but pretty easy recovery for the North Central right there. They're going to be starting the ball at their own 47-yard line, 3:25.
Almost past midfield to start the kickoff, so this is an opportunity for the Panthers to score as Grove drops the ball on what looked to be a handoff. Clearly a miscommunication as Amos believed it was a fake handoff. I'm not sure if Grove lost control of the ball or thought it was an actual handoff, but some form of miscommunication, but Grove was able to recover it. So this brings up 2nd and 13.
Yeah, and he's lucky that ball didn't spurt out farther away from him, and he was able to just dive on top of it. Else Bathurst was right in the air to be ready to recover that football.
Could have been a lot worse, but you still don't love to waste it down as well as lose a few yards. As they hand this ball off on 2nd and 13. Panthers running down the left middle, as it was Amos able to get a solid run on that one. But it still brings up a 3rd and 5 after an 8-yard run. So Panthers clearly had to expect some yards to go on 3rd down after handing it off on 2nd and long. So this brings up 3rd and 5. Definitely 4th down territory for the Panthers, especially what situation they are in early into this game. So Grove takes a snap, throws it to his left side. He fired that one in, but it is incomplete as there was good coverage there by Rhodes, the cornerback.
And that's already about the 3rd time that they've run that play today in this game. The first 2 were complete. One to Averett, one for a first down, one for about 8 yards. That one incomplete. Looks like that North Central offense is staying on the field, going to go for it. Not sure it's going to matter where Carmel starts with the ball based off the trend in this game so far. The Hounds offense has been on a roll.
This is a big play for the Panthers, trying to put some points on the board this drive as they hand it off on 4th and 5. Questionable decision there as he is stopped short.
Yeah, Brendan, that was definitely a questionable decision. Really have only had one long run, which wasn't even that long, of 8 yards, and they ran right up the gut of this Carmel defense and really only gained about 2 yards on the play and are now giving the ball back to Carmel once again on Carmel's own 47, right around midfield, with just under 2 minutes to go in this first quarter.
Amos was unable to find a hole, so as he said, stopped short by multiple Greyhounds defenders. So the offense runs out there, thankful for their defense once again, putting them in good field position. Corner out there with Johnson on his left hip. Carson Clark moving around before the snap. As he throws to Clark, Clark able to take it past midfield after getting tripped up by a tackle in the backfield. So a 3-yard gain for Clark. That's one of the Greyhound shorter plays that we've seen tonight. So they hand it off to Johnson this time. Johnson running down the right side as he fumbles the football. Looks like it was recovered by the Greyhounds, but we'll have to wait and see. Yes, it was. Was that Anthony Coellner who was in there to recover that?
Yeah, it looked like Coellner might have was following Johnson on the carry. Looked like it might have popped right to Coellner's feet, able to dive on that ball and keep possession for the Greyhounds. Now on North Central's 41-yard line.
A strange way to get a first down, but whatever works. So the Greyhounds, a first down. Pemberton breaks a couple tackles in the backfield. He's trying to run down the left side as he's eventually taken down. Wow. North Central's defense shot out of a cannon was back at Pemberton as soon as he was able to get that ball.
Yeah, it looked like Anton Ennis, the nose guard, got through that line and hit Pemberton right as the ball was in his hands, but Pemberton still a nice game.
Pemberton unfazed as he receives the pitch on this time. Shoots a few defenders and taken down around the 20-yard line. This is fun to watch, Xavier.
It looked like three of those North Central defenders just hit the square button on their controller and all were trying to dive and tackle Pemberton.
I mean, Pemberton was almost toying with the defense as he was just almost walking down the right side, not knowing what was coming at him, able to dodge those two dives, but eventually brought down. Brings up 2nd and 4 with only 30 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Coellner snaps the ball, hands it off to Johnson. Johnson redeems himself from the fumble, able to get the first down for the Carmel Greyhounds. So the Greyhounds now at the 13-yard line. They snap the ball optionally, which they did not have to do, but Johnson runs it up the middle, a giant hole for Johnson, who was able to walk it into the end zone with only 17 seconds remaining in this first quarter.
Yeah, and Carmel did not have to run a play at the end of that first quarter, but decided to with about 25 seconds left, and just an easy run, almost untouched yet again. And for the 5th time, pending the Obermeyer kick, Carmel is going to go up 35-0 with 17.6 seconds left in this first quarter.
So as expected, the kick is good. Greyhounds full control of tonight's game. It's already 35-0. I mean, that's a big score difference. It's with over 3 quarters remaining. It's going to be tough to come back in this game for North Central.
Yeah, North Central's gotten really nothing going in this first quarter. They're going to really have to adjust their game plan and hope Carmel's going to bring in the 2nd and 3rd string guys in here pretty soon if they want to get any points and really any more yards in this game.
Panthers' best drive tonight was when we saw a couple flags on one play. One, I believe, on Will Massey for a late hit. Yeah. No, I'm sorry. I apologize. It was Caden Bauer, the D lineman committed to Charlotte University. So he was called for the late hit, and then Bathurst was not happy with the Panthers as he got a sportsmanlike
Their best
conduct.
starting field position was on a kind of a short kick from Carmel, which they didn't have to do, but they did, and North Central got it at the 47-yard line. That's about as far up the field as they've gotten so far.
Obermeyer doesn't do any trickery on this one, just uses his leg that we see into the end zone. I mean, I'm surprised that the Panthers aren't trying to return it on one of these. As you said, they have almost nothing going for them in this game. Maybe try something new, although you will be returning from the end zone. I mean, Amos continues to just watch that ball drop by his feet. I mean, maybe give it a chance on one of these.
Yeah, Carmel's already up 35-0. I mean, really never say this, but it's almost the end of the first quarter. You got nothing to lose. You might as well try something different. You still have 3 quarters to score.
Grove takes snap. He looks to throw deep downfield. That time overthrown once again, far out of bounds as well.
Not an accurate ball. That was well out of bounds and way too high. The field was 5 yards wider. It's a good throw, but unfortunately, it's not. Incomplete for North Central, 2nd and 10.
He has 3 targets to Haven Brooks, a sophomore wide receiver. All 3 of those targets overthrown by quite a bit. And Haven Brooks is 6 foot 2 inches, so it's kind of hard to overthrow a receiver that big, but Grove able to be on the same page with him as they hand it off this time. Comes up the left side. Gain of about 5 yards. So that brings an end to the first quarter. When the Panthers come back, they will have to convert 3rd and 4, but until then, the teams will huddle up with their coaches, with their teammates. Has 35-0 Greyhounds lead after the first quarter. I'm going to talk about a dominant quarter to start the game.
Yeah, well, after their last 2 home games against Centerville and Columbus North, you were thinking, really can't get much better in the first quarter than this. Well, it can. Carmel, 34 points in the first quarter, really has had good field position on all the drives, a punt return touchdown, a fumble, a North Central fumble in their own red zone. Gave Carmel good field position. I mean, it has just been all Carmel tonight. Complete domination of that first quarter. Feels like we've been here for a while already.
The vibes are high for sure, though, Xavier, as the DJ's bumping some banger songs right now, as the student section, almost no breathing room, but they are unbothered as they are jumping around and they're dancing to the music, celebrating the first quarter and a 35-point lead. As the Greyhounds have a chance to get another stop here, coming back into the second quarter. So the North Central Panthers will now be on the other side of the field, coming towards our tent as Grove throws to his left side, which is caught and taken out on the left sideline. And it is good for a first down. So the Panthers able to convert on that one. Already a better start to the second quarter.
Yeah, you had a quarter break to think to come up with your 3rd and 4th play. Nice game for North Central. This is their first down in a very long time.
I believe Coach Colin Kofer is a solid coach. It's just still figuring some things out for the program. As Grove takes a snap, throwing out to the right side, he is pressured, looking for someone to throw to, which he does. Able to get the first down. A solid job by Chase Grove, who had plenty of time to make that throw.
Yeah, it looked like multiple Carmel defenders came off the receiver like they were running up to stop Grove from running, but no one stayed with the receiver. I believe that's North Central's longest play of the game so far, an 11-yard gain on first down. 1st and 10 for the Panthers, 11:30 to go in the second quarter.
Grove, a good job making some time for himself on that one, as this time he throws it quickly deep downfield. Once again, Brooks, the intended receiver, overthrown again, but I believe that the Greyhounds might have been caught with the penalty. That was Aaron Fedorcha on the coverage, which they threw a flag on. Who will this go against?
Yeah, pass interference on Carmel. Fedorcha got a little too pushy with Brooks on that route.
Panthers thankful to finally get one on a target to Haven Brooks.
Yeah, and also, in case you haven't noticed, Carmel wide receiver Dominic Shockley hasn't played a ton of offense these last 2 games. Has been playing more defense, actually. A couple of injuries have led to Shockley being shifted over onto the defensive side of the ball. Played pretty solid against Columbus North last week.
He's done a great job, so props to Shockley being an overall great athlete. As Grove is looking to find someone to throw to as he's running down the left side. gets past a couple defenders, but is eventually taken down.
That was great coverage from the secondary of Carmel. Grove kept running and running, looking for someone open. No one was open on any of the levels. Grove just had to settle for the little 1-yard gain.
Grove, once again, I mean, O-line not doing a very good job for him as these Greyhounds defense is getting to him almost instantly. He does a good job of buying some more time for himself. Looked like a solid run, but only got a gain of 1 out of it. So Grove trying to make a better play happen as he throws it quickly deep down the left side as Fedorcha had a chance to intercept that one, but overran it as Gilbspy was the intended target. That's his first target.
Yeah, that one was definitely better coverage from Fedorcha. More underthrown ball from Grove. Looked like it hit Fedorcha kind of right in the thigh pad. Didn't look like he was really ready to intercept that. Was more concerned about making sure the receiver didn't catch the ball.
So this brings up 3rd down, 3rd and 9 for North Central. We've seen them few 3rd and longs already in this game. I mean, some have been converted, others have not. So we'll see what happens on this down as Grove throws deep once again down the right side, overthrows Brooks by 5 yards again.
Yeah, and it looks like North Central really wants to throw the ball deep, and that's probably how they've gained so many yards through the air. But against good teams like Carmel and HSC and Warren and Lawrence North, the latter 3 mentioned, all who North Central has lost to, you're going to have to be more on target with all of these throws. That's about already the 6th deep pass the Panthers have thrown. Haven't completed any of them and really only gained anything off of a pass interference from Carmel.
As I mentioned earlier, oh wow, they are going for it on 4th and 9, trying to flip the switch with the risky take as he airs this ball out down the right side, overthrown. Averite the target on that one, but North Central turnover on downs after going for it on 4th and 9. Grove just constantly taking shots down the field. That was 4 or 5 in a row there.
Yeah, he's overthrown a lot of those deep balls. Has had maybe 1 or 2 that were close to the wide receiver, but that one was just taking a shot and a prayer down the field.
I mean, not much you could do when you have about 2 seconds to catch and make a throw. I mean, Greyhounds D-line has been unbelievable, getting to him, pressuring him, forcing him to make a tough throw. So Pemberton bobbing his head in the backfield, dancing to the music as he is behind Anthony Coellner, the quarterback. Coellner takes a snap, fakes a handoff, looking to throw, and he's going to keep it for himself. He's going to run. Cuts up the right side and is taken down short of the 1st down.
Yeah, good read from Coellner. Saw no one was open, didn't try to force anything, saw a hole in the line, just took off, gain of 8 on 1st down, sets him up nicely for 2nd and 2.
Coellner takes a snap, throws quickly to his right. That time Bellin was the target as it is caught, but Bellin is down after that. Knee quickly got down on a low throw, but Bellin able to get the 1st down. Him and Coellner connected on that one. Coellner looking to throw once again. He has lots of time back there, but is eventually pressured as he throws short to Jake Bellin, who Jake Bellin breaks a tackle and able to run up the right sideline, taken down.
Well, that was a wonderful job from Bellin of coming back to the ball. He saw Coellner running out to the right and didn't start running downfield away from him, but instead came towards the ball and made an easier throw for Coellner.
Carmel, quick snap as they hand this ball off to Pemberton, who's trying to find a hole, unable to, and is taken down by that right sideline. I mean, yeah, Coellner and Bellin always on the same wavelength. Their connection is unbelievable unbelievable to watch as we saw there. Coellner bought some time in the backfield, found his main man Jake Bellin, who was able to turn a short pass into another big play. Pemberton staying out there in the backfield. We're yet to see Aiden Johnson this drive. As Pemberton takes a carry, running up the middle, taken down by his right side. The Panthers trying to rip out that football. Pemberton goes down. Short gain, though, as this brings up 3rd and 3.
Yeah, this Carmel team loves to go quick. They're not huddling after every play. They're getting up to that line of scrimmage quickly because they want to run another play.
So now we see Johnson as they hand it up to him on his first carry of the drive. Able to hit the hole up the middle and get into the end zone for another Greyhounds touchdown. That is their 6th touchdown of tonight.
A perfect example of going quick. They caught that North Central defense, not ready at all. We're not matched up correctly. Pretty sizable hole open up for Johnson. Looked like he got wrapped around the ankle a little bit, but still able to score.
The Greyhounds keep their offense consistent after a lot of the plays. I mean, they just quickly look down to the sideline, see the coaches making the play call, and then snap the ball. And then as you see, it paid off there. The Greyhounds, another great drive, another touchdown. The Greyhounds lead 42 to North Central 0. 8 minutes and 17 seconds remaining in this half. This is a lot of points for one half, Xavier, and I do not believe that the Greyhounds are done.
If anything is shown from the last couple of games, they will score as many points as they possibly can. They want to make these wins look as good as possible. They are going to keep pouring it on until North Central shows that they are capable of stopping them in any way in the game.
Coach Wright, never satisfied. I mean, if one of his boys messes up on this drive, I mean, he will rip them. He will get on them, make sure they do better on the next one. It's just why he's such a good coach. No matter how much the Greyhounds are winning by, he'll make sure to continue the lead.
Yeah, and in case you're wondering, Carmel currently up 42. Per IHSAA rules, the clock will not start fully running, even though Carmel's up by more than 35 until the second half.
We've already had to mention that on a couple earlier broadcasts with how dominant the Greyhounds have been this season. Wow, what a kick by Obermeyers. That just sat inside the 10-yard line. So the Panthers will be taken down around the 12 or 13-yard line.
Yeah, that ball bounced backwards at around the 7-yard line. Didn't look like the returner was expecting that, had to pick it up, but by the time he got the ball, almost the entire Greyhound kickoff team was down there. And North Central actually going to be in, I think, their worst starting field position of the game, all the way back at their own 13. Still 8 minutes and 12 seconds to go in the second quarter. It's been complete and total domination from the Carmel Greyhounds so far.
So, yeah, as I was talking about, the Greyhounds have been up 35 before, but this is the first time in the first half, so they still got 8 minutes and 12 seconds to go before that rule comes into play. Grove throws short to his right side. That ball completed to his wide receiver, Haven Brooks. Worked a little bit better there on the short throw. So the Panthers' main goal for the rest of this half, try to get within 35 points because they're going to need all the time they could get in the rest of this game.
Well, I'm not really sure it's gonna matter how many times they get the ball back because they have not done really anything so far in this game. And they have not been able to stop Carmel on offense, so they could score on their next 6 drives, but doesn't matter because they can't stop Carmel.
I mean, huge lead for the Greyhounds. So, I mean, there's still a lot of ball game left to play, but the North Central Panthers are not going to get it done if they continue to play like this.
Yeah, and looks like Carmel alum, current Clemson D end Will Held, and Purdue offensive lineman Ethan Trent are here tonight. The two graduated 3 years ago from Carmel.
We've seen a couple of stars show out to these Greyhounds game as the home opener. There were Daniel Jones and Riley Leonard, the two Colts quarterbacks here watching it, as we see Daniel Jones is having a fantastic season.
Danny Dimes is lighting it up for the Colts now.
Yeah, for the Colts. And a good play there by North Central. That time it was caught by Tajon Averite, who is fired up after that one, maybe talking some trash to the defenders that he was able to get the first down against.
Well, I'm not really sure what you're trash talking about down 42.
I was just about to mention, we saw in the game versus Columbus North, there was some trash talk, as well as Carson Clark just pointed to the scoreboard. Greyhounds a little more disciplined that time, just kept quiet. The Panthers hand it off up the middle. A couple players shaking up on that one, but everyone gets up. Okay. Aiden Dickerson brought back in for the Greyhounds defense as he sat out that play. He's had a great season for this football team, helping out the defense. Lots of quarterback pressures, lots of tackles, as he's also a great basketball player for Carmel, which we will see in the winter. Grove takes a snap, hands it off once again, who's taken down early by Dane Bathurst.
Yeah, speaking of other sports, shout out to Carmel men's soccer. Currently 9-1-3 on the season. They're having a pretty good year so far.
Carmel athletics are looking bright this year. The swimming's always been good. The tennis team has always been good, which the tennis team is also having a great season. But yeah, now the soccer team playing really good, and the Greyhounds football team better than they have been in the recent years. Grove takes another shot to Brooks, overthrown to Brooks. Once again, I sound like a broken record, as that's a play that they've been going to a lot this game. Unable to get it to work, though.
Yeah, they that's almost like their go-to play every single time. They don't try to get anything like 10-ish yards over the middle of the field. Just throw it deep and hope for the best.
I almost respect Grove for taking a shot, because not much to lose in this game, but at some point you got to start trying something different. Brooks isn't even getting it's one thing if Brooks has the space and Grove just overthrows him by a couple yards, but Brooks isn't even very open and he tries to force it in there. So the Greyhounds offense is going to go out there once again in this first half with 5 minutes and 19 seconds remaining. Carson Clark was a returner on that one.
Carmel switched punt returners. Switched from the senior Jake Bellin down to the sophomore Carson Clark.
Carson Clark, another good wide receiver for this Greyhounds offense. As he mentioned, Dom Shockley playing defense a little bit. Clark is someone that stepped up for them and is working his way to be the wide receiver at 3 if Shockley drops below, and mainly playing defense and special teams. Carpenter that's Broadnox moving around before the snap. Coellner running around. Throws it to his right side. A good catch there by Aiden Carpenter, the freshman wide receiver. Good catch, good toe tap, good throw by Coellner as well.
When you see that quarterback sprinting out after collapsing from the pressure of the defense, coming back to the ball is the most important thing.
Greyhounds offense moving quickly as Coellner takes the shot, and it's gone! And it's gone by Jake Bellin deep in the end zone. What a ball by Anthony Coellner early in this drive. The Greyhounds lead 48-0, and there is still over 5 minutes remaining in the first half.
Well, and that throw was practically right on the money. There was not a ton of room to spare on that throw, almost to the very back of the end zone. Great throw, great catch. Carmel up 48-0. Soon to be 49 after Obermeyer's kick, which is up and good.
So Coellner tonight showing the legs, showing the accuracy, showing the play action plays, all of it. That time showing off the arm, showing off the canning as he launches that ball to his main man, Jake Bellin.
Yeah, and this is North Central student section that was decently strong for an away game early in the first quarter, has now filtered out to just about maybe a row and a half. But can't blame them when their team's down 49-0. Not even a half.
Yeah, so the play that Chase Grove and Haven Brooks have been trying to connect on all night, that right there is what it would look like if it works, because, I mean, Bellin just ran a go route. Coellner found him, able to launch it, put the ball in a good spot. Bellin had a little more space than Brooks has been getting tonight as well. So good play there by the Greyhounds to get their 7th touchdown of the night. This is a lot of points, Xavier. I mean, they are on pace for over 100 right now, which sounds insane. Does the scoreboard even go that high?
I don't think it has a third number.
I really think 99 will max it out. And let's not get ahead of ourselves, because if the Greyhounds keep this up, throw out some backups, which are also very good. So, I mean, that'll be something if they're able to get that many points, but they are on pace for it right now.
They've also switched kickers. They've gone to the senior Aaron Orahood in replace of Obermeyer. His kick is all the way back for a touchback.
They did this in the previous game versus Columbus North. Orahood did the kickoff, but Obermeyer stuck with, I mean, I was going to say kicks and extra points, but only extra points, because all the Greyhounds were doing was scoring touchdowns. We are yet to see Obermeyer kick a lot of field goals this year, because, I mean, anytime the Greyhounds getting scoring territory, they usually get 7.
Yeah, they're 12 for 13 on 4th down, which is out of this world wildly efficient. They do not settle for field goals. They want touchdowns, and they want to score as many points as humanly possible. They are not backing down just because they're up a ton.
As I said, never satisfied. I mean, that's what we've seen time and time again from this Greyhounds team. So Grove throws a little sidearm to his right side. That time is caught by Averite again. I mean, Grove just rolled out to his right side, was pressure, threw it with a little low sidearm, looked a little Mahomey there, able to caught by Averite.
All right, Chris Collinsworth. I mean, Grove gets pressured almost every single play. He has very, very limited time to work with. Able to gain 5 yards on that play. 2nd and 5 at their own 25. Exactly 5 minutes to go in the second quarter.
So solid play there by the Panthers, still shy of the first down, brings up 2nd and 5 as Grove goes back to his right side. That ball is popped loose. It was a good catch by Brooks, but was hit by 2 Greyhounds and lost the ball, but was able to recover it himself. Yeah, so a good first down for the Panthers.
Yeah, it looked like it might have been Shockley, who was one of the defenders that came in and knocked that ball loose.
Popped him.
Luckily, it went backwards, and some of the Carmel defenders were still coming towards the ball, and North Central was able to retain possession. Now at their own 33-yard line with a 1st and 10.
We now see number 83, Michael Ghosh, also out there on the defense. He did not start tonight. He's had a solid season. Once Grayson George got injured, he has an interception. He has a kickoff recovered as Grove is scrambling, breaks a tackle, and able to get the first down. Good heads of play there by Grove. Able to run around the defense and get the first down, and runs out towards the right sideline. So yeah, Michael Ghosh is a member of CHTV, so it's awesome to see him having a good season, as well as the rest of this defense. So he's on the secondary, well as Drake Coellner, Dom Shockley, and Aaron Fedorcha. Some studs back there. Grove takes a snap, hands it off this time to Averite. Averite taken down behind the line of scrimmage. Tackle for loss there. I mean, Bathurst not backing down. I mean, he's talking some more trash after already getting called for an unsportsmanlike conduct. He does not care.
Well, it's hard for the North Central players to say anything back to Bathurst. Currently being down 49-0.
That is not a player that I would want to mess with, as he is senior, standing at 6'4", 235 pounds, an absolute monster who gets some ferocious tackles. So for the O-line's talking, the only person they're hurting is their quarterback, Chase Grove. So they run it up the middle, taken down by several Greyhounds on that one. Short run there will bring up another 3rd and long.
Yeah, it looked like it might have been Wake Forest commit number 29, Isaac Nelson, first one to contact the ball carrier. Only a gain of about 4 on the play. It's going to be 3rd and 6 for the Panthers at their own 48-yard line, still on their half of the field with just over 3 minutes to go in the second quarter.
Especially with how the Panthers have been playing tonight. They're about at midfield, so 4th down territory with just under 3 minutes remaining in the half. Grove takes a snap. He's looking to throw. Trying to keep the ball for himself. Hits a little spin move and reaches out towards the 50-yard line. So they will be short of the 1st down. Short by 5 yards. So it looks like the punting team is going to go out there. Oh, there he is. There he is, the punter running out there. I thought they were maybe switching offenses. No, they bring out the punting team. He's number 29. Caleb Foles, the punter. As he's Carson Clark back there for the Greyhounds to return this one. As they call a timeout before the snap. Now, Xavier, I didn't want to say anything to get ahead of myself, but I mean, I thought they were maybe going to fake that one. I mean, they're constantly looking to the sideline. I mean, that was not your ordinary punting setup as they call a timeout.
If you're going to go for it, you might as well line up in a normal formation instead of your punt formation and try to come up with some tricky play. But maybe they have a better chance of getting the 1st down in their punt formation than they do their normal offense.
Whatever the plan was, miscommunication there as the play clock was running down. They were forced to take the 1st timeout of this half. So they talk it over and bring out their punting crew once again. So I was wondering if they're going to talk over going for it. You know, they keep the same guys out there, and we'll punt this. As again, it is sophomore Carson Clark back there to return it, who is standing at the 20-yard line. So the punt is up, short, out of bounds on the right side. So the Greyhounds now have 1 minute and 45 seconds remaining in this half, likely to be their last drive of the half, not to mention they will also start with the ball to start the second half. So we'll see how this drive plays out for the Greyhounds.
Yeah, it has not been easy going for North Central so far. They came out, turned the ball over on their first possession, not even a minute into the game. Next possession, a punt, which was returned by Carmel's number 2, Jake Bellin, for a touchdown. And it has just been tumbling downhill for the Panthers since then. Complete total domination from Carmel.
As it is the first half, and we're already seeing the backup quarterback, Jackson Treadway, the junior, go out there, as well as some other backups. I mean, there's no Spencer Sell. There's no Jake Bellin. It's just Treadway and his younger guys and the second and the backups.
It looks like number 86 junior tight end Ryan Wilson has come into the game.
The other faces a little more familiar, Carson Clark, Aleem Brodnox, and Aiden Carpenter. But they hand this ball off to the senior, Andrew Pemberton, who is running around, sends a defender to the floor. And that was a very exciting run for only 3 yards.
Well, he went almost all the way out to the far left sideline. Might have lost a couple yards trying to gain more, but it's not going to really affect the outcome of this game.
So the Greyhounds, another quick snap, hands it off to Pemberton once again, who runs it up the gut and is taken down inside the 40-yard line. A good run there by Pemberton, who is then called for a flag on his celebration. That's a little soft, but the ref's decision, I mean, he did not love the celebration, and it should not affect the Greyhounds too much in this game. But they will move back after a good run by Pemberton, who gets called for the unsportsmanlike conduct call.
Yeah, I'm not sure that celebration was worthy of a penalty flag, but you know, you watch some of these college games and NFL, and they're throwing flags for just signaling a first down sometimes, which is kind of ridiculous. But
I just made a package interviewing the players. One of the questions being who has the best celebrations. I mean, Dane Bathurst was the main answer, but we also got a couple Drew Pemberton that time. Not so good of a celebration as it's going to cost them 15 yards. So Pemberton needs to clean up his celebrations a little bit, it seems. As Treadway is going to look to have his first throw of tonight, just overthrown. Aiden Carpenter, the intended target. As Treadway coming off the sideline, still warming up a little bit. That time overthrown by a couple yards.
also appears another new receiver has come into the ballgame for the Greyhounds. Number 8 junior wide receiver Jack Yost is out on the far left side.
As third string running back Josiah Gilmore, the junior, is also out there for the Greyhounds on Treadway's right hip. They hand it off to Gilmore. Gilmore got hit at the line of scrimmage, able to push forward for a few yards, but this will bring up a third down for the Greyhounds as there is another flag after the play. So we'll see what this one is, as this has been a chippy game.
Unexpectedly chippy game for a blowout of the year.
So this time it will go against North Central. So the Greyhounds will get those 15 yards back that they lost after Pemberton's run. So the Greyhounds now down at the 28-yard line. First and 10 for the Greyhounds. So a bad penalty there by the Panthers. I mean, had a chance to get their first stop of tonight. Was going to bring up a third down, but no, unsportsmanlike conduct. So Greyhounds offense gets a new life as Treadway throws to the right side as it is batted down by the Panthers. North Central read that one like a book as it was Jameson Hiddle batting that ball down.
The ball had too much heat for him to probably bring the ball in and catch it, but hit him right in his arms for a batted down ball. 2nd and 10 for Carmel. On the North Central 28-yard line with just under 40 seconds to go.
Fakes the handoff to Gilmore. This time he keeps it for himself as he's running down the left side and has some room to run as he trucks the defender as he trails out of bounds on the left side. As there is another flag after the play. Xavier, these teams can just not keep their mouths shut.
Oh, this is
Unsportsmanlike conduct against the North Central Panthers. I mean, what could you even be saying at this point?
I'm not possibly sure what they could be saying down 49-0 that's worth anything.
I might have to have some conversations with some Greyhounds players to really get the gist of what's going on down at the field, because obviously we cannot hear the conversations, not sure exactly what's going on. But this brings up 1st and goal for the Greyhounds on the 8-yard line as they fake the handoff to Gilmore. Once again, Treadway keeps it for himself, running up the middle. Is he in? No, the refs mark him a couple inches short of the end zone.
Yeah, and he literally might be just a couple inches short.
There's only 14 seconds left in the half as the Greyhounds took some time to call that timeout. So the clock was running down. I mean, with them being on the 1-yard line, not even closer than the one, you'd like to expect that they get into the end zone on this play. Leaves less time for North Central, so makes sense what Coach Wright did there. Even if the Greyhounds are short, they still have 2 more timeouts to use.
Yeah, and based off the scoreboard, it looked like North Central might have called timeout there. It doesn't. North Central called one earlier on the punt, so I don't think the scoreboard's updated correctly on timeouts. But
I believe there is some scoreboard error because, yeah, they did use one earlier.
I think there's also somebody down in the end zone of the field.
So it might be an injury timeout. Whatever it is, there's a stoppage of the game on the scoreboard. It shows Carmel still 3 timeouts, North Central still at 2. Wait. No one seems to be on the same page right now as North Central's defense started to run out there, but man is still down in the end zone. Again, unable to see the number. We will let you know who it is once he gets up. If he gets up. I mean, this is not looking good. He's been down for a hot minute. So he lifts his head, punches the floor. He's not happy. He's able to hobble up.
Still can't exactly see the number.
Number 15, Kenneth Still, I believe, the junior linebacker went down. So, and we've seen a few injuries this season, Xavier. I hate to see it.
An injury timeout called in the play. Carmel looks to be on about the 1 or half-yard line. Can't really tell from our camera angle and down here.
Yeah, second and goal, but they are right at that goal line as they hand it off to Gilmore, who fights his way into the end zone, and a late tackle after Gilmore scores. But that is the 8th touchdown of the night for the Greyhounds, as it is still only the first half, Xavier, and if this extra point is good, this will bring the Greyhounds lead 56-0, as it is the backup kicker, Aaron Orahood, going out there to knock down the extra point. Treadway still the holder as Orahood lines up his kick. And the kick is up, and it is good. So a good job there by Aaron Orahood to extend the Greyhounds lead 56-0 with only 6 seconds remaining in the first half. As there's another flag as the teams are right up to the sideline.
I mean, there is.
I saw
every
3 or
single
4.
ref looked like they just threw their flag straight in the air.
We've seen a lot this season, Xavier, but boy, is this an interesting game with the Greyhounds up in dominant fashion and a million flags after the plays. I mean, it's surprising because it has been a pretty clean game. And we've seen false starts. We've seen offsides. I mean, Centerville couldn't stay on their line of scrimmage. This has been more clean besides after the play.
Yeah, and unsportsmanlike conduct called on North Central and Carmel. Those penalties are going to upset the
refs, because the refs are taking nothing tonight, calling plentiful unsportsmanlike conducts on both teams.
What do you say? What do you say to your team down 56-0 at halftime?
Colin Kofer gonna try to cook something up because the Panthers offense and defense struggling so far in this game. There's still some guys out there though for the North Central student section. I mean, it might be some parents at this point, but
there might be like 5
in the away stands. I mean, they got more people than Columbus North had. It's still the first half. There's still a full half of football to go.
Well, and anyone on the left side of the away stands.
As a squib kick by Orahood, as the Panthers try to return this one, as he's whistled down past the 30-yard line.
About 1.3 seconds to go in this half. Probably going to expect North Central to just come out and take a knee.
No, not down 56. You're not. No.
Oh my.
They might throw like some laterals at this point. You need to put up points before halftime, whether it is a Hail Mary or whatever it is. I mean, we'll see, because it is going to be very, very tough, but you have nothing to lose. Okay, so you were right. You were right. The Panthers take the smart move.
No wide receivers out there.
The Panthers take the kneel, and they are now down 56-0 going into halftime, and the Greyhounds will return with the ball.
Really good half.
Really good half for the Greyhounds.
And defense for Carmel. We are at halftime right now, up 56-0. Carmel scoring on every single possession that they've had tonight. North Central doesn't appear that they have a pulse on defense. Not really any on offense either, but.
I mean, yeah, this Greyhounds team has looked phenomenal. This Greyhounds team has looked phenomenal this game, which we've seen time and time again this season, especially this game, though. So they're up 56-0.
And we will be taking a short break for halftime and pausing for the marching band before sending it to Simon and Connell.
They forced two defensive touchdowns, I believe. And I mean, it's just been utter domination, which that's kind of what we expected. But at the same time, this North Central team has been very improved from the last 4 years. Like we mentioned in the pregame, they won their first game for the first time this season in 4 years. They're 2-3 in the season, winning 2 games this season, being improved from the last 4 years, like I mentioned. So, I mean, it's just crazy to see how dominant this Carmel team has been.
Yeah, meanwhile, it was really not like that at all last year. Because last year, Connell, the homecoming game was really not great for the Greyhounds. The Greyhounds missed a field goal, and they played Rebuff. Rebuff got a field goal as time expired to win the game 28-27, a game that was postponed due to weather. It was all over the place. At the end of the day, it was kind of the story of the season for the Hounds, as they only won 3 games all year, and they were not able to come up with that win last year.
Yeah, no one expected Rebuff to come into Carmel Stadium and win that game. Carmel, a 6A school, going into a 4A school. You don't see upsets like that, but Rebuff was able to cause it. They used the rain to their advantage, and they took advantage. After Carmel missed their game-winning field goal to win the game, Rebuff took advantage and made their game-winning field goal in order to push it past and win 27-28.
Yeah, and meanwhile, at the end of the day, this game, there's no way other to put it than the fact that this is a blowout right now, 56-0, and Carmel has owned this series between the Greyhounds and the Panthers. The Panthers have won 1 game in the past 19 times that these two teams have played. We already alluded to in the pregame that last year, Carmel outscored the Panthers 48-14, which is just another blowout, just like tonight. And the only time that North Central's won was in the 2019 season when the Greyhounds lost that game 27-21. So this is a lot of what we have seen recently.
Yeah, I mean, nobody expected last year's game for Buff to win. People kind of expected it to be like this game, where it was a blow. I don't think people expected it to be this big of a game, 56-0 last year. But still, Carmel should have won that game, and I mean, they should win this game, and it looks like they're going to do that. The question is now, how many points are they going to put up? I mean, they've already put the backups in with about 5 minutes left in the second half. They put the backups in, and I mean, they're playing well. You can't really tell a difference between the starting group and the second group, and I think part of that is Coach Wright.
Yeah, Coach Wright has had a fantastic start to his second tenure as a Carmel Greyhound. The head coach has really started off with no flaws so far. A loss to Trinity, the best team in the state of Kentucky, a couple weeks back, 41-28. But at the end of the day, that's a really good football squad, and at the end of the day, you can't afford to lose to a team like that.
Yeah, and I think the main thing you have to mention, for Coach Wright is the fact that he started his coaching career at North Central. I mean, he started as the assistant at North Central, so this is kind of a revenge game for him. But at the same time, it's also like this is the school that where he got his start. I mean, you kind of have to be grateful. I mean, you see it in soccer when teams score against their former club, they kind of hit the respectful celebration. They don't really like to celebrate because it's the club that brought them up. And I think that's what we're seeing from Coach Wright. I mean, he still wants to put points on the board, but he knows that this is the school that got him his start. And the reason he's where he is now is because of this North Central team.
Yeah, and this North Central team, really, yes, they are down 56-0, but you don't often see a team 2-3 take this bad of what we're assuming is going to be a loss. You know, we can't say that Carmel's already won this game, but they're leading by 8 touchdowns, and they've dominated the ball on offense and on defense so far.
Yeah, I mean, this game has not been close. Carmel even dominating on special teams. We mentioned offense and defense, but they're also special teams with Jake Bellin getting a punt return touchdown. The first punt return of the game, they got a punt return touchdown. So it just kind of shows how deep and how good this team is. They can do it on all 3 parts of the game.
Yeah, and that's about all the time we have right now. So we will send it to a commercial break. I've been Simon Kahn along with my co-host, Connell McDonough.
Dom Shockley, Anthony Coellner,
Jake Bellin,
Spencer Sell, Jaden Kirshner, Drew Pemberton,
Michael Ghosh,
Jaden,
me,
Lil Drew right there,
Drew Pemberton.
Dane Bathurst.
Dane Bathurst.
I'll give it to Dane.
Jaden. Big Baby.
Big Jaden right there. Big Sevens.
Me.
The Blanket, Monte.
Jake Bellin.
I'll give it to Jake Bellin.
Jake Bellin. Big Baby. Jaden K Body Count.
Carson Clark.
Spencer Sell.
K Clark.
Biggest jokester? Oh, Punt right there. Punt right there. Yeah.
Probably Drew Pemberton. Hey, perfect timing. You see what I'm saying? Perfect timing.
I'm Brendan Melby, back with Xavier Knott here for the second half of the Carmel Greyhounds versus the North Central Panthers homecoming game, and it has been a terrific game for the Greyhounds, leading 56-0 going into the second half. Xavier, what do you have to say before we get into the kickoff that the Greyhounds will also be returning?
Well, it was just an absolute defensive, offensive, special teams masterclass.
Everything.
All sides of the ball were nearly perfect. Coellner might have had 1 or 2 incomplete passes. The run game's going. Special teams return to punt. It looks like, they're close on blocking almost every punt. It's been a fun game for Carmel.
The Greyhounds trying to redeem for last year's homecoming game. For those who don't know, they lost to 6A school Brebeuf Jesuit, who is also North Central is also a 6A school. So that was a very bad loss for the Greyhounds. But this game going a lot better than last year's, as Carmel is trying to return the kick, taken past the 30-yard line and then taking down. That is number 31, Denham Madison, the safety.
And a penalty flag is down.
Wow.
Wow, what a shot.
One play, one kickoff into the game, and there is another flag. This time it's something usual. It's a holding on the receiving team.
And the clock will, in case you weren't here in the first half when we said it, the clock will run the entire second half, excluding injuries and timeouts, I believe. Carmel's up more than 35, so.
Entire second half, unless the Panthers cut this game within 35 points.
Unless they score, unless they score 21 points, which
and then get a bunch of stops, and they have to get within 35, Xavier. So they have some work to do if they want the clock to stop running. But yeah, the Greyhounds full control of this game right now as the backup quarterback Jackson Treadway is out there again with the second offense. Fakes a handoff to Gilmore, throws it to his right side. That ball's caught by the freshman Aiden Carpenter, who's able to get the first down to start the second half. This half is already moving faster by this time. The Greyhounds would have scored. We're 1 minute and 30 seconds into the half. Greyhounds first down. Hands it off to Gilmore this time. Gilmore breaks a tackle, runs strongly up the middle, who is taken down 3 yards short of the first down at the 36-yard line. So the Greyhounds offense continuing to move quickly as Treadway receives a low snap and hands it off once again, which is ran up the gut down the right side to Josiah Gilmore, who's able to get the first down on that one. So Gilmore taking advantage of the carries that he could get tonight.
Yeah, and the last 3 Carmel home games have all been absolute blowouts. And really, Westfield was kind of one too, but Westfield was in it for a little bit in the third quarter, but still ended up losing 38-10. The Hounds really know how to win at home.
Know how to win everywhere. Besides Kentucky, so luckily they're done with Kentucky for the season. As this ball is handed off to Maddox Knutson, who runs it down the left side past midfield. Is he able to get the first down? Yes, he is. So Knutson, his second carry of the season, able to move those chains. Oh, as there is a man down for North Central. Looked like he tried to get up and fell down hard. That does not look good, Xavier. So hopefully he is doing all right as the teams go and huddle up amongst their teammates. So as you mentioned, injury timeout, so the clock is stopped as we are already 3 minutes into the second half. Man, he fell really hard, Xavier. Hopefully he's doing all right. Looks like it's his right leg that they're touching right now that the trainers are surrounding him. A couple trainers and a coach. So yeah, on a lighter mood, kind of, because as I was mentioning, last year's homecoming game, I mean, the weather tonight has been wonderful. Throughout all of today, I mean, it was a little toasty during the midday, but now it's cooled down to like a perfect 70 degrees here in Carmel. Last year homecoming game, they had nothing going for them. The game got delayed due to a strong storm. Rain, lightning, thunder, they had all of it. So I will say I'm not trying to jinx it, because last year when I was doing the pregame show, I also mentioned that it was good weather until the storm came out of nowhere. This time I think it should be clear skies for the rest of tonight. So
yeah,
a very nice night out here for the homecoming game.
Yeah, we've been pretty lucky with the weather so far this season. It hasn't been too hot, no rain. We're not quite yet into the cold months of Indiana, but Carmel only one home game left, and that is going to be on October 10th at home against Warren Central.
Yeah, that will be the pink out game for the Greyhounds and their student section.
As the North Central player is up and walking off the field, that is number 22. Zubare Green, the outside linebacker, who is a junior, able to walk across the field limping a little.
Definitely hobbled, but thankfully he got up and hobbled off on his own. I mean, Xavier, when I tell you that these are backups, I mean, this is the Carmel JV team right now. I'm the full offensive line and everything, as now a new wide receiver, number 8, Jack Yost, is out there. He's tall, standing at 6'1". Treadway fakes a handoff, trying to run down the left side as he was pressured shortly after the snap. But a good heads-up play by Treadway, who's able to get 7 yards out of that one. Taken down at the 40-yard line for 2nd and 3.
Yeah, Treadway. That play was blown up by North Central right away. Treadway had no time to hand that ball off, had to just keep it for himself. Still ended up getting 7 on the play. 2nd and 3 at the North Central 40.
Treadway takes a snap, fakes a handoff to Knott and throws it down the left side. Yost, the intended target, who is covered well by number 23 on North Central. Walker, the DB. Good coverage. They're able to swat that ball away.
Yeah, that was good defensive coverage. The ball was a little behind, but Walker stuck out his hand, knocked that ball down, denying the catch for Yost.
Treadway back there with Knutson on his left hip, who he hands the ball off to. Knutson runs up the middle. A good gain there for the first down and more. So Knutson being the fourth running back in the depth chart is solid. I mean, this running back room is unbelievable for the Greyhounds as they give it back to Knutson, who's trying to find the hole, which he does. Was starting to run down the left side, took a cut up the middle, and able to get another first down. Maddox Knutson having a night with the few carries he's been able to get. So one of the longest drives for the Greyhounds, as this is another dominant one, as they go back to Knutson. Runs up the middle once again. This time he's just shy of the first down. So the Greyhounds have got 7 points. 8 touchdowns on all 8 of their drives. And looking to make that 9. As this has been a long but productive drive for the Greyhounds. North Central doesn't believe they have their defense set, as the Greyhounds were moving quickly like they always do. So forces them to call a timeout on the 2nd and 4 at the 10-yard line, trying to get their defense set, trying to stop them of getting a touchdown once this game. The student section has cleared out a little bit. I mean, they might just be roaming around the track. I mean, this game is a blowout, but the fans that are still there, still up, still dancing. I mean, the school spirit this weekend tonight has also been great.
This was definitely one of the best Carmel student sections we've seen here in a while. It's kind of emptied out. Probably close to a quarter of the student section, but still a ton of people just wandering behind us down the track. Really good showing from the Carmel faithful.
Not to mention, if you showed me that student section last year, I'd be like, oh, pretty good turnout. I mean, but this is a new Greyhounds team, a new Greyhounds fan. So, I mean, it's definitely cleared out, but it's still staying pretty strong. So Treadway takes a snap, fakes a handoff, rolling out to the left side as he makes a little flick throw over a couple defenders. That ball is caught by number 17, Will Chrisman. Just shy of the end zone.
Yeah, it was a clever little play from Treadway. Faked the handoff to Knudsen. Rolled out to his left. Looks like he was going to get tackled, but flipped it out to Chrisman for a first down on the 3-yard line.
Maddox Knudsen on Treadway's right hip on the first and goal at the 3-yard line. They give it to him. Knudsen trying to fight for the end zone is stopped a couple inches short of the end zone. I mean, Panthers surrounding him as he got that carry. Good job by them eventually getting him down as Knudsen was fighting for the end zone. As they go right back to Knudsen, this time able to push his way into the end zone. Maddox Knudsen's first touchdown of the season extends the Greyhounds lead 62-0, their 9th touchdown of tonight.
Yeah, Knudsen, that ball was handed off to Knudsen, and he ran right through defensive back Jamison Hiddle for North Central. He was not going to be denied on his first career touchdown.
So Ora Hood steps out there for the extra point. High snap, but a good hold there. And the kick is good, so the Greyhounds lead 63-0 after the touchdown by Knudsen and the extra point by Ora Hood. I mean, awesome to see Knudsen to find his way into the end zone, not to mention he had a great drive to start the half there. I mean, he tore his ACL when working out with the team summer going into his sophomore season. Something you hate to see. I mean, he missed the entire sophomore year, but he was able to recover this summer, trying to work his way back up the depth chart as he finds himself in the running back 4 slot by Josiah Gilmore, as they have roughly split carries since they brought out the backups.
Yeah, it's great to see a player who was injured, especially one as badly as an ACL tear, come back and score a touchdown. It's just great to see.
The Greyhounds team fired up, running out to the field as we have a collage of some songs going right now. This is interesting, keeping the vibes high as there is still bizarre outfits in the student section. I mean, we have some guy in an inflatable suit, looks like he's dressed up like a Clash Royale player out there. I mean, as still the blue and gold overalls, the jerseys, the wigs. I mean, you got all of it going as they are waving their hands to the music. So it's Ora Hood out there who boots this ball far in the left side of the end zone. Jeez, back to the 10. I mean, these kickers
second kick, though,
have a leg.
Close to the expensive equipment down here.
Yeah, that's the second time we've mentioned that. So I think they're aiming for a Xavier.
I hope not. I'm not sure what we've done to anger them to get kicked at, but
yeah, we've Jonathan working the camera right in front of us. I mean, that ball was trailing towards the camera. Luckily, again, the gate saving us. So just missed the camera and was stopped short of our desks. So Chase Grove and his offense goes back out there, still trying to put some points on the board, which they are yet to do tonight. This time, a big play for the Panthers, as it is caught by number 6, his main man, Demetrius Averite, the reception.
Yeah, I think the Hounds are lucky Averite got tackled there. If that was a missed tackle there, that would have been a pretty explosive play for the Panthers. Might have led to their first points of the night, which they still have not gotten. And I'm not really sure that they've gotten close at all to scoring. Haven't really gotten much further than the midfield line.
As they throw this one short to the left side, there's a flag on the field. That pass was completed to number 87, Bryson Stallings. So we'll have to see what the flag is as the refs are discussing it.
And it looks like Stallings might be a little injured, hobbling off on that left foot, keeping that right foot suspended in the air. Stallings is a big dude, only a junior tight end, standing at 6'5", 215.
North Central cannot catch a break tonight. But they're trying to turn things around on this drive, as that pass to start the drive to Averite was the most open. Grove has had a receiver for him throughout all of tonight. So Grove goes back out there, the running back, Zion Murphy on his left hip. He hands it off. Oh, no, he doesn't. He keeps it for himself, fakes the handoff to Murphy, runs down the left side, able to get the first down. So he eventually goes out of bounds, and there is a flag on the field as North Central and Carmel are jawing at each other after the play yet again.
Not really sure what the point in the little skirmish there in a 63-point game is, but, you know, words were exchanged. I guess they were bad enough to get a little scuffle over them.
So this time it is going to go against the Carmel Greyhounds. Instead of an unsportsmanlike conduct that we've seen a whole bunch tonight, this time it was unnecessary roughness. So it was James Milton getting a little handsy with Chase Grove after he ran out of bounds. So not the smartest play by Milton.
Coach Wright called a timeout, walked out there with no headset on. Looks like he might be giving his team a little talking to over there.
Never satisfied. I mean, that's the only thing the Greyhounds haven't been dominant in tonight. A lot of silly penalties, a lot of unsportsmanlike conducts, a lot of, well, there's an unnecessary roughness. So, I mean, just after the play penalties, you shouldn't have them. So this quarter going much faster than the other ones. There is 1 minute and 54 seconds remaining in the quarter.
Yeah, that was actually one of the longer first halves we've had, just simply due to the fact that Carmel scored a boatload of touchdowns in that first half, which stopped the clock after every possession.
So the Panthers down at the 31-yard line, flirting with scoring territory right now as it is only 1st and 10. Panthers have a chance to make something happen on this drive as they hand it off to Murphy, who adjusts and runs down the left side as he's taken down out of bounds for a solid gain. That time it was a gain of 8, so just shy of the first down, brings up 2nd and 2. Ball on the 23-yard line. Panthers getting close to the end zone.
Yeah, this is the best drive the Panthers have had so far. They've been aided by some Carmel penalties, but
Grove throws to his left side. Catch there by Demetrius Averite as he is once again taken down out of bounds on the left side. That's the 3rd play in a row that they've been working that left side. But a first down there for the Panthers. 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line with only 50 seconds remaining in the third quarter, so they will have to get off one more play. But then after that, I mean, they could talk things over and make sure they get 7 points here. So Grove is out there with Murphy on his left hip. He fakes a handoff to Murphy and takes a shot at the end zone. What a catch by North Central. North Central finally on the board, as that was Haven and Brooks connecting in the game. Gets the North Central touchdown.
Another penalty flag is down.
I'm not even sure who that penalty is against. Oh, it looks like
it's another unsportsmanlike conduct on North Central.
The
not shocking, surprising on the amount of penalty flags and unsportsmanlike conducts that have been called in this game so far tonight.
The touchdown will stand, though. So Chase Grove finally gained a touchdown there to Haven Brooks, who he's targeted time and time again on the deep shots. Able to get one to go. If the kick is good, this will give North Central 7. As there's now 0 seconds on the clock. So the kick is good. North Central cuts the lead 63-7 as we are now going into the fourth quarter, 12 minutes remaining in this football game.
Yeah, well, that was obviously North Central's best drive of the game. They were aided by an unnecessary roughness penalty on Carmel. A really nice catch from number 13, Yaven Brooks, the sophomore wide receiver in the left corner of the end zone to give the Panthers some points on the night. But Carmel's going to get the ball back. They've already had some of their backups and kids further down the depth chart in the game for quite some time. And if we go off of what they've done the past couple of games, they're probably not going to stop the scoring.
You love to see the Greyhounds offense, just everybody gain an opportunity, as we talked about Knutson's first touchdown of the season. I mean, we've seen Carpenter get involved, only a freshman. Aline Broadnox, Carson Clark, all these guys getting some action. I mean, with how commanding this lead is for the Greyhounds.
Yeah, and it looks like those unsportsmanlike conduct penalties have been assessed to North Central on this kickoff. So they're going to kick from 15 yards further back than they normally would. It's going to set up some pretty good Carmel starting field position on this opening fourth quarter drive.
So the kick is up and is returned by Madison. Madison trying to run up the right side. He hits a hole, is able to run past midfield as it is a hard tackle by North Central.
And
number
another
23.
penalty flag is down on the field. Blocking the back on Carmel.
So
that'll come back a couple of yards.
Yeah, I mean, that was a solid return there by Madison. Not surprised. He was aided a little bit by a penalty on the Greyhounds.
Yeah, and this Carmel student section is continuing to thin out as the Hounds build their lead and this game winds down. Can't really blame them. Hasn't been too much of an exciting game. It was still a very, very, very strong student section in this first half.
Exciting for all the players to get their moments on the Greyhound side of North Central. Almost no hope right now, as this has been a dominant game for the Greyhounds. As Knutt's in the pitch there.
And Jackson Treyway has been taken out of the game, and third-string QB Nico Kazmarak is the quarterback in the game now. And it looks like another new quarterback is coming into the game.
Finn Giles.
Sophomore Finn Giles is coming in for the Hounds.
Finn Giles, only a sophomore. I mean, he has been a great team, great player for the freshman team and the JV team this season. So a pretty strong quarterback as we see him fire one in there for the first down. I mean, Finn Giles, a great kid. He's in my math class. I've had some conversations with him. You know, I mean, love to see him get a chance, as we talked about. This is the fourth quarterback that has came in this game, as it looks like Nico.
And it looks like they might be starting to rotate between Kaczmarek and Giles in the fourth quarter here, just to give everyone some reps. Because you might not know, or you certainly don't know, that you're going to be able to get everyone back in the game later in the season.
Treadway hands this ball, or I'm sorry, Kaz hands this ball off to Knutson, who runs up the middle, push forward for a gain of 5.
And Carmel's continuing their rotation of Kaczmarek and Giles, just like we thought they would.
Yeah, Giles is out there. Knutson staying on his left hip. There's a lot of new wide receivers out there, Luke Brown being one of them. Hands this ball off to Knutson once again, who tries to run up the right side, unable to find a hole, and is taken down at the line of scrimmage. So this brings up 3rd and 5. 3rd and 5 for the Greyhounds. Let's see what they are able to do in a situation like this. Nico Kaz out there for quarterback, trying to convert the first down.
Yeah, we've got a lot of new Carmel receivers in. Number 10, Phoenix Bailey, and number 82, Dylan Rowlett, are in the game, both juniors.
Both there, 4 receivers for Kaczmarek. As he takes the snap, fakes a handoff to Knutson. This time he throws over the middle, a little bit lofted in there, and picked off by the North Central Panthers. The Panthers finally get a stop in tonight's game, as they are called for another flag after the play.
Jeez.
They finally got something going for their defense, though, as Kaczmarek a little bit too casual with that pass, just kind of floated it in there over the middle as it was deflected off a Greyhound into the hands of a Panther.
There was going to be a tight window anyway. It looked like it kind of was behind and hit the Carmel receiver, but bounced right into the North Central defensive player's hands. And first mistake from Carmel tonight, and it looks like a penalty is on there. Not sure who the penalty flag was on there.
They did move forward. I believe that penalty was against the Carmel Greyhounds. You gotta be smarter than that. Especially now, I expected that to be against North Central. I made nothing to lose. They still talk trash.
A certain amount of unnecessary roughness and unsportsmanlike conduct penalties on the Greyhounds this game.
So they hand this ball off. The North Central Panthers now throwing some new guys out there, as it is Cole Cranehagen, the quarterback out there, the junior quarterback, staying at 6'1", 170 pounds, who handed that ball off to number 26, Jalen Amos, who we have seen earlier in this game. We've seen a whole bunch of running backs.
And Carmel continues to bring in new players. Number 18, Easton Stacy, in the game.
Number 11, Ashton Al-Fayed is out there. This ball thrown to the left side. Caught by number 7 as he is taken down. That was Jeremiah Gilspie. That's his second reception of tonight. So a good start to the drive for Cranehagen, who gets a couple first downs already. As they hand this ball off to Amos, who's trying to find some room to run, who is tackled hard. That looked like an uncomfortable tackle as he kind of bent back. He gets up all right, though, after the gain of 4 yards. North Central able to score on their previous drive. That time it was Chase Grove finally finding the end zone to his target, Haven Brooks. So then they let the younger guys come in, considering this game is over. So now we see Cole Cranehagen making the most of the moment, also trying to put some points on the board, as he is going to keep this ball for himself, run down left side and out of bounds, able to get the first down. Cranehagen showing off the legs. They're now in the red zone. Second appearance in the red zone, 2 drives in a row. The Greyhounds defense starting to slow down as the backups come out there. So they have some stuff to prove, as we've seen the offense can do it throughout the entire depth chart. Greyhounds going to try to stop them here as North Central is finally getting something going for their offense. Hagen scrambling once again. That time not as much of a gain.
And another injured North Central player is down on the field.
He has both hands over his face. Once again, looks like another hard injury. I believe that is number 73, Josiah Guerrero, the offensive lineman, who's done a solid job this drive blocking for Hagen. So there's now 4 minutes and 39 seconds remaining in this ball game. Greyhounds trying to get one final stop, finish the game strong. North Central trying to do some damage control, looking to score for a second time tonight. They still trail 63-7. I mean, the Greyhounds, Xavier, this half is an even ball game right now. I mean, the Greyhounds led 56-0 going into the second half. So, I mean, if the scoreboard is reset to 0-0, I mean, we would have a tie ball game. Yeah, fortunately for North Central, it's not how it works.
If we just completely forgot that the first half ever happened, it would be a tie game right now when North Central would have the ball. But the first half did happen, and Carmel completely dominated North Central, and they're up 63-7.
Obviously, a different type of play style as well, and we are seeing the backups, the third strings, I mean, deep in the bottom of the depth chart guys come out there, as well as the clock is constantly going.
This is definitely the deepest Carmel has gone into their depth charts so far this season. They went back against Centerville and Columbus North, but definitely not this far back.
So Guerrero is still down, but finally able to make his way to his knee and then eventually on his feet, as he is very unstable, being helped off the field by his coach. Rough game for the North Central Panthers. Greyhounds defense already set, lined up, ready for the Panthers offense. See what they have to bring at the 14-yard line. Last time the Panthers found themselves at the 14-yard line, they were able to get a touchdown. So we'll see if the Greyhounds are able to correct and get a stop here.
Only losing 63-14, certainly a lot better than losing 63-0 and getting completely shut out.
Takes a snap, throws to his right side. That time it's lofted up in a good spot, but incomplete.
Oh, it looks like he might have run into the bleachers down there.
Yeah, Antonio Woodson unable to bring that ball in as it was lofted up into the corner of the end zone, the front corner, but does not bring it in, as that was actually a very well placed ball for how much it was lofted in there.
3rd and 6 for North Central at the 14. Clock running with under 4 minutes to go in the ball game.
Hagen stays out there as he takes a snap, hands it off to his running back, who is trying to fight for some yards. That was Gavin Meyer, just shy of the first down. So this brings up 4th and 3 for the Panthers. We'll see what they do. Looks like the offense is staying out there for now. The clock running down, just over 3 minutes remaining in the game. The Panthers keep out their offense. Hagen, 4th and 3 at the 11-yard line, trying to make something happen for their offense. Hagen looks to throw. He throws to his left side and is just shy of the end zone, but able to get the first down. Jalen Amos still out there. We've seen him get some carries throughout this entire game. The quarterback, Cameron Baker, the tackle there, preventing the touchdown. As the Greyhounds need quick off the field so that they do not get a penalty, as it was Julian Klein able to get off the field in time. As the Panthers are now at the 2-yard line, 1st and goal, a chance to score their second touchdown up tonight as they hand it off up the middle as he dives for the end zone. Amos able to get in the end zone.
Well, and that is North Central's second straight touchdown drive. A little too late, and
they are
not
having
enough,
a better half for sure, though. Two touchdowns in a row in this last 2 drives. So the kick is up, and it is good. Caleb Fools able to make the extra point there to cut the lead 63-14. So only a minute and 43 seconds remaining. The Greyhounds' chance to get one more drive in. We'll see if they just run it up until they need to take the knees. I mean, no need to put any more points on the board, but I mean, certainly, still a blowout game, but does not show how dominant the Greyhounds were in the first half. I mean, 56-0 is unheard of as North Central's now cut the lead to what the other games have looked like.
Yeah, and like we've said multiple times in this broadcast, Carmel has been completely dominant this season. Only game that didn't go in Carmel's favor was the loss to Trinity. But other than that, the Hounds have been astoundingly stout on the season. This Carmel program is re-energized after having one of their worst seasons in program history last year. Brought in Coach Kevin Wright for his second stint, and definitely has the Greyhounds on the right track to making a deep postseason run come here later in October.
Coach Wright, unbelievable this season. I mean, the Greyhounds with Coach Hebert were 3-7, and now they pick up Coach Kevin Wright, who is about to make the Greyhounds team 5-1 after tonight, as that kick is out of bounds. So it will be a penalty and move the Greyhounds into good field position.
A fun fact, Carmel head coach Kevin Wright actually started his coaching career at North Central as an assistant, and many years later, he's back at Carmel and is winning 63-14.
Yeah, he's been moving all around in those seasons in between. So, yeah, I mean, a solid coach.
A very successful coach in the state of Indiana.
Oh, yeah. So now the Greyhounds bring out, or they hand it off to number 38, Jordan Batchelor. That was a weird formation. I believe that was Aaron Orahood who was lined up at quarterback. I mean, the Greyhounds are doing anything and everything right now in this game, as that is the kicker, the backup kicker that we've seen knock down a few extra points tonight, Aaron Orahood, who is at the quarterback position right now, the 5th quarterback to play in tonight's game, as he hands this ball off once again. As the time is running down, 15 seconds remaining as the clock continues to run. Coach Wright calls his offense over, so that looks like that will be the final play of the game. So the Greyhounds take the win, 63-14, a win in dominant fashion on homecoming night. What a game, Xavier.
Yeah, Carmel moves to 5-1 on the season. Still undefeated at home, only lost to a really good Trinity team away. Carmel will be away at Ben Davis next week, and then be back at home on the 10th against Warren Central.
We're now going to hand this one over to Connor McDonough and Simon Kahn for your post-game show. I've been Brendan Melby alongside Xavier Knott for your play-by-play and color commentating. We'll see you at the next one.
You like that? You like that? Keep running into the fight! Keep running into the fight!
Thank you guys so much. We appreciate it.